Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is a February week 1 check-in and then doing some incremental income cash stuffing. So a lot happened this week, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I did make some notes. I do need to update my sheet so that next month when I fill in my actuals at the end of February, beginning of March, then all of my true expenses will be here. So for some reason, I updated my one spreadsheet and I did not update my actual one. So I need to add the Instagram, I forget what they call it. It's like a certification for 16. I need to edit Netflix for March 1. It's going from $16 to $19. And then I need to add the water service Ready Refresh for $76, which I have on my other budget sheet, but not on here. So that was the only one on there that I needed to change. And then I've gone ahead and written all my transactions down because I always feel like that's faster. Not a lot of spending. What you do not see on here are tires. Now, I kind of bought them at the end of last week, but my husband picked up my car and paid for it on his credit card. I told him to take my credit card and he didn't. So I Venmo'd him the 16. Let's see. I had basically $2,000 in that sinking fund at Capital One. So I gave him that money. I Venmo'd him most of that. And then I still owed him another $250, $260. So I just pulled the cash out, and I pulled the cash out from my 2 week ago paycheck. So anyways, that's paid for. On the average, they said I should have about $2,500 in kind of a sinking fund for car maintenance. My car is a 2022. It just went out of the service plan warranty, and now there's still another, I think till April, he said, until the mechanical. And I was fortunate that they caught the mechanical part because that would have been over $2,000 to have that fixed. So at least they were able to do that when they put my new tires on. So I don't know. I just have to have confidence that I trust them, and my car is riding much better, so I'm going to guess it needed it. So I probably will write that in, but really it never showed up on my credit card, so that's why you only see here what is on my credit card. And then a couple of my variable bills did come in. So my electric bill, which I estimated $260 as I do every month, came in at $190. That's an upside to my sinking fund for electricity for $70. My Southwest gas, I thought it was going to be $88 based on last year. It was $85, so that's $3. So $73 will go into my electricity sinking fund. I just made a note there that Netflix was going up 3/1 just so that I budgeted it correctly for next month. And then these are the things that have already come in and that I've paid for. Okay, so let's look at what we spent and what we need to pay back. I did go through for my incremental income that will be cash stuffing today and plugged in what I wanted to fund for this check. And then I'll have a check next week as well. And then I should have one the last week of February as well. So the first 2 checks I have kind of in my mind where I want them to go. And then the last one might just go in and supplement whatever envelopes are completely empty by week 4 of February, which could be groceries, could be eating out. I'm not really sure. So this is what I need to pay myself back from my envelopes into my back to bank. Now you will see there is money in my back to bank already, even though I have not done any kind of reconciliation. So this $300 right here, I pulled from my account thinking I was going to give that back to my husband, but I ended up doing Venmo instead, and so I need to put this $300 back. So I just left it my back to bank because I have not been back there, but I figure I will need to go pull money for next week. So I could either use this and just get the right denominations, or I can put this back and then pull the money next week when my paycheck comes in. I guess today's Sunday, so it would actually be this week. Alrighty then. Okay, so for spending, it was $61. I still have the $20 that I had from last week, that I gave myself last week, and so we are not going to give myself anything else. So 60... Okay, so I'm going to take out 70. Then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I had 180. So I had 200. I started with 200. I took out 20 for last week. It's still in my wallet. So 180 minus 61. I should have 119. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, that's right. And then I am going to make myself update my trackers as soon as we are done, because that really messed me up last time. Okay, I'm going to put this over to the side. And then for groceries, quite spendy, $2.21. So it was one trip to Costco. No, it was 0 trips to Costco. It was Walmart twice and then Safeway twice. So I did, my husband was out of town this week. And so what I decided to do was go ahead and get food and then just cook. And that's pretty much what we did. So I didn't really have any going out other than like lunch with my daughter. But I'm not really convinced that cooking is less expensive anymore right now. So groceries was $2.21. I started with 700. 20, let's see. I did take some of my bigger bills out because I had just gone to the ATM to get the money for my husband. It was all in 20s. So I did cash out and kind of switch out some of the bigger bills that I had in my envelopes to give him bigger bills instead of giving him just a bunch of 20s, because the bank wasn't open when I needed to pull the cash for him. So 220, of course. Okay, I'm going to just take the one from my wallet because I don't have the change to break that. So 221 is going back to the bank. So I started with 700. Minus 221. This should be 479, but it's really going to be 480. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80. So I'm just going to change that to 220. Otherwise, I'm going to mess myself up all month. So we have, what did I say? 480 left in groceries. Could happen. So for eating out, it was $27, which is a lot less than normal. So 20, do 30, take back 3. So we started with 300 minus 27 is 273. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 273. So that one is right. And then entertainment was $24. I took my daughter out to lunch. So I'm going to put this in and take 6 back, right? No, 16 back. Yeah, I need 16 back. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 16 back, put 40 in. So I started with 100 minus 24. I should have 76. 20, 40, 60, 70, 1, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. Okay, that one's right. I did get gas once for 58. I am that kind of person that I don't like my gas tank to go below a quarter of a tank. I kind of feel more comfortable if I'm always at least a half a tank. It's like my greatest fear in my life is to run out of gas, like somewhere. So I'm really good about it. But this week was a crazy week as usual. I had my granddaughter overnight, and I just don't like her to have to sit in the car while I get gas. I don't know, it's just a weird thing. It's not that it's hot here. It's actually been beautiful. But I finally stopped last night on my way home from work. Every light on my car was like, get fuel, stop for fuel, don't go any further. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to bite the bullet and go. And it's probably the most amount of gas I've ever put into my tank, ever. I did go to Sam's Club because I knew it was going to be an expensive fill up. And it was a little bit less than every place else around me. So I did go, and it was close to where I was working anyways, but yikes. So 50. Okay, so 70, so I need 12 back. Okay, this is where giving my husband some of the bigger bills might have, well, no, I think we're okay. So if I started with 300 and I used 58, I should have 242. So 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 242. Okay, 242. Should be good though for at least a week and a half, hopefully. And then let's see. So that's everything from this one. So I do want to just catch up with this really quickly. So for groceries, it was $220. So I have $480 left. For eating out, it was $27. No. Yeah. $273. For spending, I took out $61. So I have $139. No, wait. Plus 20. So 200 minus 20 minus 61, 119. Got one too many zero though. I did not get my mom anything. I did go visit her, but she's really not been eating, so I still have 50 there. Gas 58. So 300 minus 58, 242. Didn't spend anything in household. I spent 24 in entertainment. So 76. Didn't spend anything in medicine. Have not spent anything in personal care. And I've not spent anything in miscellaneous. I'll just bring these numbers down here. But I did spend out of 2 of my birthday envelopes. So my daughter went back to work, the one that's staying with me right now. So I asked her what she wanted for her first day of work meal, and she said pizza. So I went and grabbed pizza, and I wasn't going to take it out of eating out, but I have a feeling we're going to use that all. So I am taking it out of her gifting event kind of folder that I keep for her. And so it was 44. So I'm going to put 50 in and take back 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. So she had 600. So and I say she, it's really her and her husband. I have formatted my new envelopes. I have yet to print them. I am really desperately trying to catch up on Etsy orders today. It is my goal. So everything that I really need to make for my own personal setup has just been put on the back burner until I get caught up there. I am forever grateful for orders to my Etsy shop. And most of my clients or my customers are repeat customers, which really is very special to me. That means they love the product, which I appreciate. But when they order and they order big orders and then I need to like format things, it's just, I have to really just set the time aside. I always will strive to beat my processing times and my shipping times. I don't think I've ever shipped an order late. It's something that I know as a customer. I want my order on time. If your processing time is 3 weeks and I buy your product, I'm fine with that because I agreed to that up front. So whatever your expectation or whatever I have as my processing times, I need to really watch those. So that's why you're still seeing the same state of my envelopes, because I just have not had time to do anything for myself yet, but I'm going to. So 600 minus 44 is 556. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 550. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 556 is right. And then it was my son-in-law's birthday. And I had already bought him his gift. I did decide to go ahead and get him a gift card. He's out a lot during the day working, and you know, he tries to bring his lunch, but that's not always convenient. So I did get him a Chipotle gift card because he loves Chipotle. So I need to take 35 out of this one. Why can I not have any change in any of these envelopes? So 30. If I take 5, I'm going to go through all my ones. Yeah, so I took 40 out. Okay, I'm gonna have to make myself a note to get some 5s. So they had in their envelope $393 minus 35, so 358. 1, 2, 3, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 358. Okay, so that's everything that needed to be back to the bank. Take these, right? Oh, well, that money didn't count because that's different. So I should have 61 for spending, 220 for groceries, 44. My daughter, 35. Other son, 24, 27, and 58. So I should have 466 to 53, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Let's see if I added that up right. Okay, so 61 for spending, 220 for groceries, 44 for my daughter, 35 for my son-in-law. I did not have that right. 24 for entertainment, 27 for eating out, and 58 for gas. So it should be 469. 1, 2, 50. So that's 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Why do I have too much money here? Why do I have 500? Okay, I will figure that out later because obviously I made a mistake somewhere or I didn't write down something. 61 plus 220 plus 44 plus 35 plus 24 plus 27, 469. Okay. But before I put that back, I am going to take the 73, I think it's my rollover money that's messing me up, but that wasn't that much rollover money, so 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. Okay, so that's the 300 I took out and didn't give my husband. Okay, so let's take for electricity. And that is my long term. Figure out which one it goes to. Okay, electricity is supposed to be 73. I don't think I have enough ones left. So we'll just do 70. 60, 70. So 70 goes back. Okay, that will be for the summertime. Okay, so this goes back to bank. Okay, it's gotta have come out of rollover. Would it have been that much different? No, I didn't have that much in rollover. Okay, so let's just make sure this is really still 270. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be doing for my incremental cash stuffing. So I'm going to put the rollover money. I'm just going to put this to the side. It's only $4 at this point. But I am going to take my back to bank money and put that back. You probably all saw exactly what I did, and you'll know when I do, right? Okay, so for my incremental cash stuffing, what I did differently this time than last time is I just kind of, you know, put it where I thought I wanted to. This time I actually planned it out a little bit better. Okay, so incremental number 1 is right here. So this is how I'm going to budget this money, and then I've kind of started my list of what I'd like to do for incremental number 2, which will be next Friday. What I'm trying to do is vacation every time, because I am trying to build that fund up a lot, and then also kind of things that are coming up quickly, like my anniversary, Valentine's Day, things like that. So but the first one we're going to do is planning, and that is 20. And that one is completely empty. And then, no, it is not. It's in the wrong one. It was 15 there. Glasses actually is going into Costco right now because A, that's where I normally get them, and I don't have a separate one. So I have 75 in there now. I'm going to add 40. So now in Costco, I have 50, 70, 90, 110, 115. I need about 300, so I'm going to have to step that one up a little bit. I normally go to the eye doctor in April and order my glasses in April. Valentine's Day is going to be 30. And I have 20, so now I have 50, which is what I wanted to have in here. So this one is funded. My anniversary is going to get 50. I wanted to have 200, I currently have 100, and then I put 50 for next week's cash stuffing. So that gives me 150. And then, let's see here. What's this one mean? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put in giveaways 10. I've had my Cricut machines, the 2 Explore Airs, for over 2 years now. And it keeps disconnecting, and I just have this feeling it's just one day it's just not going to go. So I want to make sure I have money for a new machine when that happens. And right now they're on sale, but I don't have the money for it, so I'm going to just keep saving. So now I have 25 in equipment. In content will be 10. In budget supplies, 10. And I had originally just given each envelope 5 when I was just creating these, so we are not far. Programs is 20. So that's Skillshare, Canva, things like that. I do want to eventually just pay Canva for the year. It is less expensive. Right now it just comes out monthly. So now I have 25 in programs. And then Starbucks is going to get 20. I just put money on my card. I'm trying not to use it, but I do love to go to Starbucks and just sit there and people watch. It's like very calming to me. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And that should leave me for 40 for vacation. And my vacation one It's this one right here. Now this is right now for a big vacation, but it's also, we're supposed to go to California in September. So I do have some money put aside for that trip. It's kind of iffy. It's my parents' timeshare. We do have it for sale. So if it sells between now and then, great. That means it's off the books. If it doesn't, we've already paid the fees for this year, so I'll use it in September. So we have a week in July and a week in September that we are trying to sell just to clear it from the estate. So 10, 20, 30, 35, 40 goes into vacation. So hopefully I'll just have enough money in the other one that I don't have to take from this one, because this one I just really want to just build up at a certain level just so I can plan our trip for 2 years from now. So that's everything for this one. So 270 here. I'm not sure. I think next week is going to be about the same. I have to see how the paycheck rolls when I can see it on, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday, so that I can go through here and calculate. So the last 50 for my anniversary will come out of that check, and then everything else I'll have to kind of figure out. Okay, I think that's everything for this video. I am going to figure out what I did. I know some of it was there from the rollover, but it could not have been that much money. It just, I know I did not have $31 in change there. So I will figure it out. This is real world budgeting, and this is what happens. So here we go. So thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you have not already. And I will see you in my next video. Take care.